Okay, so I am taking this Weatherby PA 459 with the Reaper camo on it, and I'm going to wrap this thing in Mossy Oak Obsession camouflage. It's going to become a turkey gun. I am personally not a big fan of the skulls all over it, so that's the reason why I'm wrapping it. We are going to be using the Mossy Oak Obsession camo. It is just a vinyl wrap kit that comes all pre-cut. I'll show you that here in a second. A couple other things that you're going to need to do it. You're going to need a blade, an X-Acto knife. You're also going to need a card of some kind to help get air bubbles out, and a heat gun, or in my case, my wife's hairdryer. So that's the stuff that you're going to need to do, and we are going to go ahead and transform this baby. Alright, so the first step that we're going to do is take the gun apart. Got the barrel, got the receiver, the fore end, all right here. We'll all wrap together. Or we're going to wrap it all separately. Next step, we're going to open up the wrap. Here is what the Obsession camo looks like. It was perfect for turkey. And the cool thing about this kit is it all comes pre-cut. So there's your receivers. There's the buttstocks. There's your fore end right there. We'll go ahead and get started on this guy and transform this thing into what I want it to be. So just so you're all aware, the Mossy Oak graphics kit is meant for just your plain shotguns that have a just normal buttstock. This gun obviously has a pistol grip, so there will be some cutting that I'm going to have to do to make this work. But we're going to go to town on it and make it look pretty. Alright, so we're now going to go ahead and peel the graphic off. It's just a peel and stick system. Here's what we're going to do. So once you get it on the area that you need it to be on, just do a little bit of rubbing it. And the cool thing is if you mess up like I just did there, you can just go ahead and pull it and reapply. And then from there, I'm just going to get it stuck on this buttstock and just rub it. So there are some parts where you get some air bubbles, and that's when you take this card and you just go ahead and warp that out. Alright, I'm going to take this blade and just cut right down along here where I've got the pistol grip. I'm not going to cover the pistol grip. Alright. It will overlap onto the other side here. Alright, now we'll just take our knife and cut down along the recoil path. Alright, so you can see down right here by the trigger how it's a little flappy right there. Well, it won't bend perfect. That's where our heat gun comes into play. This wrap is designed to mend and bolt and fold and go wherever you need it to go whenever heat is applied to it. So you see that now we've got it perfectly angled right there. Alright, now that we've got the buttstock done, we're going to go ahead and do the right receiver. We're going to just do kind of the same thing. So as you can see, it's a little bit longer. Give you some slack so you can cut it. Cut it according to how you need it. And then obviously I've got this rail up on top that I've got to work around. I'm going to make some cuts around that. I'm going to apply a little heat right here. See how that just bent right around there? That was awesome. Okay. Go ahead and we'll stick that down there. Then I'll come through and make some cuts. One other very important part that I forgot to mention is make sure you cut around any important parts, such as the trigger pins. You know, parts that you're going to have to access throughout the life of your shotgun. Alright, so we now have the buttstock and the receiver done, and it's looking really good. Next, we're going to go ahead and cover this forend. Alright, so the forend piece is just one giant slip. And it'll virtually just cover it like this. So we'll go ahead and we'll make some cuts and try to mold it onto that guy and make it look pretty. Okay. I'll try and get that on right there. This part of it, as you can see, skinnies out. So I'm gonna have to work a little bit there, but I'm gonna get these other parts on there. And then we'll try to have it stick on here nice. Alright, we've got it covered. So now I'm going to apply a little heat, see if we can get it to take the same shape. Well, after a lot of cutting and applying heat, we finally got the foregrip all covered up. That was That was a little bit more difficult than expected. But with a foregrip like this in this kind of shape, it is going to be a lot harder than your general one that you'll use on like an 870 or a Mossberg 500. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and wrap the barrel. So we got the barrel strip here, and where we're going to want to start is right here at the rib. And we'll go around, and obviously we're going to have some cutting to do around the optic and then part that'll slide on there. And obviously, since this is a 18.5-inch barrel that I'm working with, I get to cut it short. So I'm going to put it out here, and I'm going to cut it right there where the barrel would be, or just slightly past it. Sweet. And then I'm going to pull it from there. And where I'm going to do first is going to bring it right to the rib, because obviously this part's going to go back into the gun, so we don't want that to be wrapped. And also, so this is going to go around the gun, so I'm going to want, there is going to be a connection. I'm going to have that be on the bottom. That's where I prefer to have that. So I've got the barrel upside down now. I'm just going to place this right here. And that's going to be my starting point. Here I got to do some cutting. Right here. Cut it. You have to do a little bit more cutting down here too. Alright, we'll finish setting it on the over here. Alright, there we go. Now I'm going to start from this end, from the nose, and apply it that way, because I've got some more cutting to do up here, right at my front optic. Make sure you pull it tight. Make sure that there's no air bubbles. So you can see once you get it around that the closest part of the barrel to the gun that is bigger, it doesn't stretch all the way. But there's enough spare sticker around from it that we can just cut a piece off and we'll stick it over there and make it look pretty. Alright, so we now have every part covered. We've got the buttstock, the receiver, the barrel, and the fore end all covered up in the camo wrap, and it's looking pretty good. There are a couple spots, like right down here by the pistol grip and by the trigger, that are still exposed. So what we're going to do is we're just going to take some of these scraps that we have here and put those on, touch it up, make it look pretty. Okay, so I just finished touching it up and adding some scraps, some pieces that were exposed. There's one step left to do before I put the gun together, and that is to apply heat to the entire gun all over again. And what that's going to do is help set the wrap even better than it is before, or than it is now, excuse me. So we're going to go ahead, apply heat, and Mossy Oak recommends doing this for about 10 minutes, going over the entire gun, just to make sure that it adheres really well to the gun and that it makes the correct shape, and so then we don't get a bunch of air bubbles and whatnot. So I'm going to go ahead and start doing that. Alright, just got it put together, and it is gorgeous. I love it. The wrap is awesome. I'm a big fan of the Mossy Oak gun wrap. It's super clean. There are a couple of spots where you can see, if you look closely, like the lines where they come together, but that's alright. Mossy Oak claims that this wrap will fit with any gun, and if it'll fit on this one, I agree. It definitely needs some cutting. It definitely has a few blemishes, but I can look past that. It is, in my opinion, a awesome wrap. It actually waterproofs the gun as well, helps protect it, so that's a win-win. I get a camo gun that is also waterproof. So there we go. That's the Mossy Oak camo wrap how-to and review. Make sure that you subscribe to our channel, Royal Outdoors, where we will be doing some more how-tos. We're going to have some more reviews. We've got hunts, we've got fishing, and all sorts of other fun stuff. So like this video and subscribe to Royal Outdoors. Until next time, guys, we'll see you later.